everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Susan.
And I'm Jerry.
We're so glad you're here. We are
Just One More.
What does that mean anyway?
You want to tell the story of what Just One More
Well,
means?
you know, I think sometimes for people who've come in the middle of our filming, right? Not from the beginning. So Just One More is when I used to work at a cancer foundation a few years ago called Lazarus Cancer Foundation. I was the director of development and I worked there for about 8 years. And one of the things that I always heard from cancer patients, because we dealt with end-stage cancer patients, was they wanted just one more time with their grandchildren, a Christmas, a season, whatever. So when Jerry and I were deciding on what to call our channel, we both came up with Just One More, because that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're doing just one more. We're one more, whatever that is to you.
Sunset, sunrise, whatever it means to you.
Right. So that's how the name came. So there you go. Now you know if you've come in the middle of our channel, that's where Just One More. Because we get that asked a lot. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
So we wanted to explain that to you. Yeah. So welcome to Just One More's YouTube channel. So we left Lake Havasu.
Yeah, we did. What a great town.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
The London Bridge, and there's so many interesting facts about it. We just love it. It's a great town.
And we had so much fun with Paul and Jean who lived there. They're great friends and great hosts. And
took us all over the place.
Yeah, it was great. But one of the things we did see, which was really funny, was the VW rally.
Yeah.
VW bus rally.
Yeah.
Right? All the vans.
Hundreds of them. Just lined up, ready to go into their little area where they were going to party and camp and music. And it's just a rally. They get together and look at each other's VW bug.
Yeah. It was fascinating what some of the things that people did to them.
Oh, some of them were totally tricked out, and some of them looked like they'd been abandoned for a long time.
But hey, whatever floats your boat, right?
It's okay.
But it was really cool. So we left there, and what's really cool is that Quartzsite, Arizona is only about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So it was a really, really easy drive.
Yeah. Drove through Parker, along the Parker River, I guess it is.
The Parker Dam.
Parker Dam, and then the river below that. Very important water source for LA County or LA City.
Yeah.
Great golf course out there along the
it was beautiful. Paul took us out there.
Yeah.
Again, we'll talk about that a little bit, but he took us out there. It was a beautiful golf course. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it was a great ride. I mean, nothing is better than a short travel day, I just have to say.
The best.
Yeah, it was 2 hours, and we got to Quartzsite. So I have to tell you the story of booking this RV park that we're in right
Susan,
now.
Tell us the story.
Let me tell you the story. It's the very first reservation I made. When we decided to do this and we were getting on the road, we knew we wanted to come to the RV show. It's one of the largest in the country. And we're told it's a rite of passage, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we knew we wanted to come. So I was trying to decide, do we boondock? Do we go with a rally with the Grand Design people? And I knew at that time, I didn't think I was going to want to boondock, which is, again, dry camping with no hookups, no water, nothing. So I was reaching out. It doesn't work for me at this moment. I was reaching out on Facebook to different RV clubs I joined. And a woman reached out to me who lives in Quartzsite. She actually works for the Chamber of Commerce, and she actually worked for this RV park, and she said, let me recommend Black Rock Village RV Resort. And I went, okay. I mean, it sounded good enough to me. So I called them, booked the reservation for 6 weeks, and seriously, that's how I found this RV park. Now, here's the crazy part. I didn't really look much about it online, other than a few pictures and a few reviews, and that was it, because I booked this way back in last March of 2021.
Almost a year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago. So when we drove up, we were really pleasantly surprised.
But wait, you sent me a YouTube video of that, and I looked at it like the night before we got here. And I'm like, wow, this place looks pretty cool.
I know, the night before I was checking it out. Here's the funny part. When we were brought to the campground or the site by John, one of the hosts here, he brought us to this very large spot, and we did not think it was all ours.
No, we thought it was like 2 spots, which we're used to, very narrow, and you're right next to your neighbor.
Yeah.
But it turned out, I was looking, we got the truck in, I'm disconnected from the fifth wheel, and I was looking for a place to park the truck. And John was still here. He's across the street talking to neighbors and stuff. And I say, hey, John, where do I park my truck? He goes, right there. I go, wait a minute, that's T11, we're T10. He goes, no, this is all one spot. And we're like,
yeah, we are shocked. We were actually able to set up our full outside, which we haven't done in a long time, which is our outdoor carpets, our chairs.
We can go buy more chairs and tables.
Our Blackstone barbecue, our grill. I mean, we have the whole setup. So we were so pleasantly surprised. It's a really nice, it really is for the desert. I'm not saying for the desert, but it's a very nice RV park. There's palm trees and there's all kinds of things. But what was really funny was I saw that there was a golf course. So I went into the office and said, oh my gosh, where's the golf course? Because, for those of you who don't know, Jerry and I like to play golf whenever we can. And we're trying to get back into it again. So she goes, well, it's right behind you. Just go out the back. You just go out the gate and you'll see it. And we have volunteers who keep it up. So check out the video of this. It is a...
They got hole flags, but it's all desert. They have a big trench around the flag, and that's pretty easy to hold out. We cracked up. It was pretty cool.
I'm telling you.
No grass.
I've never played desert golf, and I will never play desert golf.
It's like playing out of a sand trap all the time. Maybe it'd be good for our short game.
And I was like, where the hell is it? Where's the clubhouse? Where do we go?
Where's the cards?
So needless to say, we didn't play golf there, but we will be playing golf in a real golf course down the road somewhere.
Absolutely.
There's a few of them, so we're going to be doing that since we are here until March 1st. So we decided, that was on a Friday, so on a Saturday, we decided to go ahead and go into Quartzsite, because we're about 15 minutes outside of Quartzsite.
Which is good. It's quiet.
Really good.
We're off of I-10, so we're away from the continuous trains of big rigs just down the highway.
And semis and all that, because of 10 being right here. So we went into town, and someone said, oh, you got to go to the Tyson Wells flea market or swap meet, because there's all these vendors here, and you're going to love it. So we thought we found it.
Yeah.
But it
wasn't the place. It was another knockoff. It was one across the highway from Tyson Wells. Tyson Wells, in one of the blogs that we just put out, there's a little historical fact about it. It was a stagecoach watering place, and the accommodations sucked, according to the early bloggers and early Facebook people.
Yeah.
In the 1800s.
Yeah. But we were walking around and going, I can't believe, because this was truly a flea market.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jerry was taking some video. You know what? Some people's junk is other people's treasure, and that is absolutely 100% here. So, at this particular place. So we were walking around going, wow, this is okay. This is interesting. I wonder why people are so excited about this. And then we did a little driving and actually found the vendor flea market swap meet, and okay, you guys, I understand that this place is called Quartzsite, but this is Quartzsite.
Yeah. And I walked.
There's rocks. There's a ton of rocks and minerals and gemstones for people who are really into that.
There's rocks, gems, crystals,
fossils.
We
have some great video. Fossils.
Susan's standing next to this humongous purple crystal.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but after 2-3 hours of rocks and crystals, and it's like, it's not our thing.
It's not our thing.
I know there's a lot of spiritual connection with people to certain types of rocks, and I'm not trying to make fun of it. It's just not what we do.
No, and it's gorgeous, and the crystals are gorgeous. I'm not really sure I understand about the rocks. There's a ton of rock, and people have rock gardens, and I guess that's what they do.
Yeah,
so I know here's the thing, if you're into rocks.
Come here.
No, well, come here.
Bring a big truck.
Because it's truly unbelievable, right?
It's shocking. They sell everything by the pound.
Exactly.
There's some things that were going for significant money per pound.
Yeah.
$300, $400, $500.
And there's a lot of people selling wood here. And what was that one sign you saw? This guy's selling this wood.
My favorite sign is, it says, private sign, do not look.
Needless to say, Quartzsite is very quirky.
It's just people are a little more relaxed, maybe.
They
I
are.
don't know.
I think that you're right. I think that's a really good way of putting it.
So here we are at a vendor, Arkansas Quartz Crystals. We're going to have Susan tell us about what she thinks about this. So what do you think, babe?
They're beautiful. I can't get over the amount of crystals and rocks and just gems that are here. Not my thing, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, it's gorgeous.
So you don't like crystals?
No, I do. I do. But here's the thing. We live in an RV. No.
We can get a little tiny
No.
one. You know, like about
No.
that big?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
But it's very cool. I mean, there's some really beautiful things here. So.
Absolutely.
What?
I said absolutely. Love you.
Love you. The other thing that's very popular here is ATVs.
Oh, you got to have an ATV, or you may have two of them. Anything with wheels is used in the desert here. You'll see clouds just flying miles and miles off in the distance.
Yeah.
People get in line and they line up and they all go out on their caravan out in the desert. There's just tons of trails here. They help each other. They take care of each other.
Well, what's interesting here in the park, there's a ton of people, and every morning we watch them drive by to go out and start doing their ATVing. So it's a very big sport.
Honey, can I get an ATV?
No.
I'll let you drive.
No.
Please?
No. So what's really cool is our friends Paul and Jean were here as well for a rally with their coach, which is called Alpine. They have a motorhome. So they came over and we met up with them at their boondocking. So they're out in this big rally. So we had to go all the way out. Oh, you know what else we did that was really fun? I forgot to mention this. We did the Escapees concert.
Yeah.
So we're Escapees members.
There's some video of that.
Yeah, and so we went out to the concert, and the music was really good. And we met some friends, you know, that were out here because they're, again, boondocking, and we chose not to do that this time. But we wanted to enjoy the Escapees, some of the Escapees events. So while we were out there, we found out where Paul and Jean were, and we met up with them, and they took us to a place called the Desert Bar.
It's in the desert. It's been there since 1983.
Yeah.
There's no electricity. They have massive solar. A couple of bars. They had a good band playing.
Great band.
And it wasn't as busy as it normally is.
Thank God.
Because of COVID. Thank God, because it took an hour and 15 minutes for Susan to get through the line just to order some food. I mean, but the booze line, you could get a beer like, you know.
And it's all cash.
All cash.
But this place is so crazy. You'll see in the video. It's 5 miles off the road, but it's
hardcore 4-wheel drive.
But there's two ways to get in. One is by an ATV and one is by a 4-wheel drive. And thank gosh that Paul and Jean have a Jeep, and he just
he flies right over the.
really good time up to the RV show. And meaning that we were here a week before the show. So we've been doing a lot of things. So the show was this weekend and it's going on till the 30th. So we went yesterday for the first time.
With our friends from Michigan.
From Ray and Angie. We went to pick them up at their boondocking area. And we all went together, which was really fun. And we have some great video. And we also brought our electric bikes, which with us, you know, when we were traveling with them. And they're there. And Angie and Ray ended up buying their electric bikes because they're really just the coolest thing, you guys.
Very popular. Very,
very popular. And the show itself is so much smaller, we hear, than it's been in years because of COVID. There was only 200 and some odd vendors. Normally there's 400. So they kept things out. And there's a lot of vendors on the outside of the tent, which was really fun. So we did a couple really fun interviews and talks and whatever.
Hi, it's Jerry here. Just one more. Some of you may not understand the challenges of having an RV and living in it full time. Two of the challenges is dealing with your waste, your solid waste. We call that the black tank. Then we have a gray tank from the shower, the sinks, you know, where you brush your teeth and shampoo your hair and what have you. Well, those go into holding tanks called the gray tank and the black tank. So you need a product that you can add through the shower or through the toilet that will cut down on the solids, cut down on the smell. You're limited to the size of your tank. Depends on the type of rig you have. They can be 50 gallon, they can be 60 gallon, they can be 70 gallon, they can be 80 gallon. It just depends on the make and model and year of your product. And we use Happy Camper. It makes us a happy camper. It keeps the smells down and it breaks down the solids. So here's just a sample of some of the vendors. Oh, this is the mechanical ice cream maker. It's an old school ice cream maker. This is Toyland down here. Everybody's got a rig. Go play in the desert. Yeehaw.
Hi everyone, we are at the Quartzsite RV show. As you can see right behind us is a very big tent. The big tent is what it's called. This is the 4th day of the show, and this is our 2nd day of being here. We were here yesterday. Very exciting, really fun. This is a rite of passage when you're full-time RVers to come to Quartzsite and go to the big RV show. There's so much food around. I'm going to have Jerry do a little pan around, because if you see this, turkey legs and corn dogs, yeah, all kinds of good stuff is out here. Kind of fun.
Back here, then we have turkey legs, turkey legs, pork,
yeah,
pork, and the curly fry.
Yummo.
Oh.
So it's a lot of fun here, and we've been 2 days worth. And the reason we came back today is because we brought our electric bikes to Electric, who actually tuned them up for us. They told us yesterday, come on over and we'll tune them up. So that was really cool. So we're just kind of hanging out and checking it all out and having a really good time. And it's a beautiful day. So here we are in Quartzsite, Arizona.
So here we are again. We're in front of one of our favorite products, the electric bikes. We have a white one and a black one, the step through. They're here at the Quartzsite RV show. They're having a phenomenal show. They're just selling like hotcakes. They sell themselves. They're very portable. They fold up into like a little suitcase. You can carry them. We store them in the back seat of my truck. I put them in the back of my fifth wheel. We have multiple ways to store them, but the most fun part is you charge them, and I can go for 20, 25 miles and have no problem with you know, the charge, and they will go fast. They'll go 20 miles an hour. So I asked the guy, show me how to, you know, put in the chip and get them go faster. He goes, you really don't want to go faster, sir. Here we are where they tune up the bikes and they make repairs. We brought our bikes in and they tuned up ours. We've had ours since August of last year. No major problems, just minor adjustments. Tweak and tighten, yeah. That's one of the mechanics, good guys. Bunch of youngsters here making a lot of money and having fun, and we really appreciate the service they provide.
Okay, if you promise not to tell any, wait, they can tell people, right?
Yeah,
we trust them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to tell you what's going to happen later this year, and we are going to invite.
Well, we're invited. So here's what we're doing. We have our year anniversary of being on the road June 30th. And in June, July, August, September, and half of October, we will be in New England. And
Vermont and Maine.
Correct. We're going to be in June and July. We will be in Freeport, Maine, which is where LL Bean is. You can look it up. And then in August, we'll be in Vermont in 3 different places.
What are the locals in what are they called?
Peepers.
Peepers.
Leaf peepers.
And they call it LL Bean, they call it the bean.
The bean.
The bean.
And so then from September 1st through October 15th, we will be in Bangor, Maine. And what we would like to do is this. If you've ever had New England on your bucket list to come out for the fall foliage, we would love to see you. So we're going to put the RV parks that we're going to be staying in.
And the times.
Yep, and the dates.
Or maybe you'll wait till we're gone, but that's up to you.
And we'd love to invite you to join us. And even if you don't RV, every park that we're staying in has cabins.
Nice little cabins.
Yeah, that if you want to, and we'll see how many people actually do this. Because then what we want to do is throw a couple clam bakes.
Absolutely.
Or New England,
Lobster.
New England
Shrimp,
crab
clams.
boils. Yeah, and just because I know that whenever we talk to people about New England, they go, "Oh, I've always wanted to do that." We want to be able to have a party to celebrate our year, and if you're out here that would be really fun in New England. We really are excited about that, and we'll have more details as we get closer of exactly, what's happening and where, and if you're going to join us or not. And even if you don't, that's okay. You'll see a lot of video of some beautiful, beautiful scenery.
You'll be in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, because we'll be in New England. Woo. All right, so that's about it for this time around, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. We've done a lot. We've really done a lot. And
I'm tired.
I know. For the next couple weeks before the next video, we've got some things planned to go sightseeing in different areas. We're going into Phoenix. We've got some things going on. So, and Wickenburg is another little city. So we've got some fun things happening down the road. So you'll see some more videos. So, Jerry, what is your just one more this week?
Another adventure with you, babe.
And my just one more is another RV show because I like them. Thanks for joining us. And please don't forget, thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe by ringing that little bell, because that way you get notified when our when our YouTubes come out every other Thursday. And comment and share. We really love it when you comment.
Let us know what you want to hear.
But thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate your support, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Love you guys. You take care and be safe.
See you soon.
Bye.